Yo guys, what's going on? Today it's me, Calvin the Crusher here, and guys, today I will be rating my top 5 Fortnite Save the World scams. So, starting with number 5, it's this one over here. What you've got to do is you got this, and basically you would have the person that you're trying to scam or the person who's already scammed you on this side, and what this thing would do is you put whatever materials you want to scam them for. So let's say I want to scam for that, and that. So let's say I want to scam the person for all of those, or scams or whatever. All right. So basically they'd be dropping, right? They'd be dropping in the back corner. They'd be like, all right, I'll trade you 22. Wait. Whoa, all right. It might still be my. All right. Here, I'll give you 100. What the hell? Where's this going? For what? What's happening? And then you just take away their edits or something. You're not supposed to have this open also. I forgot to close that off, but I couldn't be bothered when I made it. But yeah, it all goes through the wall. I mean, through the floor and down there. Alright, guys. The number 4 scam on our thing. I've actually tried to do this one on the channel, on the scam videos, but it didn't work correctly. I wasn't doing it correctly. I tried to drop the person instead of the guns. So it is the gun drop box, basically. You want to have this over an area that has a little corner back here that people cannot fall through. And basically, one of the last scam videos, I tried this, but it didn't work. So you would have them drop their guns, right? And then you would just go like this. And then most of the 90% of their guns will fall down. So you'll be like, so basically, they can have it's alright if they have edits for that last one and the edits for this one. So they can have edits, but try to take them the second that you actually do this game. So this would be closed, and then basically how you do this, right? I'll explain more in depth. So you would have your guns down. This would be closed also. You would have your guns down, you'd be holding the edit, you'd be like, alright, I'll give you all these, and then you'd be like, alright, come up to the wall, and then their guns would be back there, and then you just drop their guns, close this up, and then quickly take away their edits. But yeah, that is the number 4 scam. Alright guys, moving on to the number 3 scam. Give me a second. Gotta open this back up, gotta get ready. Number 3 scam, it is this one. Oh, I forgot to be a ninja. That's fine. So basically, this is the invisible floor trap glitch. And basically, I will be creating videos at some point, maybe in like the next week or so, on how to do this. But you basically glitch your trap so that you can jump through it. And you can't have a trap on this either. It says the tar pat's on this, but it's actually flip. And you just trap it up like a normal one. Don't place floor traps because they would be wondering why there's one right here and not one right here. Because you can't place 2 floor traps on the same thing. And you would have these so that like you can't really see that this is a thing. Because if this wasn't here, there'd be like a huge gap right here. And you can also just do this. I'll include this as a 2-in-1. Because I did build it like a 2-in-1 scam box. So I could just go like this also if they don't have edits. But if they do, jumping over works just fine. What you want to do here, I'm going to get a sword that can jump over. So, you'd have your stuff down, they'd be dropping, you would go like this, take their stuff, take their edits real fast, and then go back to your guns, and your guns are all safe. These doors would be closed though also. So, yeah, that is number 3. Number 2, and this is the best scam box I think in the game, because not too many people know about it and not too many people can tell from how I built mine. What you want to do is you want to have a little tunnel like this so that people don't know how low you're taking them, because it kind of gets hard to know how low you're taking them. And I've shown this off a lot in my Scammer Get Scammed videos. So you would bring them all the way down here, and then you would, I have this like this. You would go over to the other side so that they wouldn't be suspicious of anything. You just walk over to the other side. You would drop your stuff. They can't have edits for this one. I mean, they can, but if they break anything, they'll know it's a scam. So basically, you'll have this like this, and they'll have their guns down, and you have your weapons. And then what you'd have to do is you'd have to edit a door, or an arch or a half arch, anything, any edit that lets you touch this ground, basically. So let me show you again. Doing this does not kill you. You want to do this before you try to scam them. And then anything like this, it'll have you touch the ground, be touching the ground, will kill you. Like I prefer the door just because I can't jump over. If they jump over, then also it won't work. So like, let's say they go through the door, and instant kill. This is a death box trap. It is really, really, really good. All right, guys. So that's been it for the boxes. And now there's two more that are tied for first place. The first scam is not dropping the correct weapon. Like, let's say I was going to give him a 130 God Roll Gravedigger, but then I dropped, a 130 God Roll Jacko, and then instead of dropping a 131, I dropped a 77. You really can't go wrong with this scam, but a lot of scammers do use this, and it's really common to see it. And then what's tied with that, because you basically get them every time as long as they're legit also. So that's literally one where you cannot get scammed really, unless you really like your low power level guns. And the last scam is just kicking people from the game. It's just so easy. It's just you can just have people drop their stuff and then kick them from the game. You know, you can't go wrong with kicking someone from the game. Only thing that can go wrong is that you can't scam them. They can literally not scam you unless you're being really stupid and drop your guns in front of them and try to kick them from the game. And in conjunction, this works really well with the soccer field scam. So basically what you'd want to do is they'd have their guns down, pretend those are their guns, and then you would have your weapons down, alright? And then what you'd do is you'd be like, alright, here, let's start running towards each other's weapons, and you would have controller auto run on. And while you auto run, you go to their profile. Oh, I messed it up because I went off of it. But you go to their profile and you just kick them. I don't know if it works for PC, if there's auto run for PC, but I know it does work on controller. So if you have controller auto run, you can just kick them and do whatever you want to them, basically. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. A little quick recap. So for number 5, it was the one where you have to drop stuff underneath. I'll explain exactly why this was number 5. It's number 5 because it takes a little while to get set up, and if they have edits, they could break down. But other than that, it's a pretty nice scam. Number 4 is the drop, and basically you just go to a corner where you can drop people's guns down, and you make them drop in the corner, and you drop their guns down and take their edits real quick. And then number 3 is the invisible floor trap glitch to set the ceiling, basically. Invisible ceiling trap glitch. You need a ninja or a melee weapon that you can use. So it does take it does kinda. You do need a little bit more requirements for this. So this is number 3, and also it's a pretty OG scam method because there used to be a way to get your ceiling traps above here also. So a lot of people do know about that one. That's why it's only number 3, because it is still pretty good if they don't know about it. And then number 2 is the scam box over here. Not too many people know about this at all. I mean, every time I try to scam a scammer who scammed one of my friends, this thing will 99% of the time work, because if you don't have the tunnel, then people will get super sketched out. But with the tunnel, it is a number 2 scam method. And then number 1, I mean, just kicking people and dropping the incorrect weapon. I mean, that's just the best one. I mean, it doesn't get too much better than that. I mean, if you drop the wrong gun, there's nothing they can do to scam you. And you'd basically scam them as long as they're legit also. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Goodbye.